Alright, so this is Destiny. I just got the beta for it yesterday. I didn't actually play it until this morning. And this morning I played about 30 to 40 minutes of it. I played through the first little area. I created a warlock here. Only got into level 2, but by the time I got through the first area and they sent you to this big hub place, I'm like, you know, this is just too interesting of a game to not be showing people live. So I thought, hey, why don't I just go ahead and live stream it, see what people think. Of course, this is obviously a beta, so who knows how the actual game is going to be when it comes out in September, but hey. I guess since I'm live streaming, I'll go ahead and just redo the first area, playing, I guess, with a new guy. So, let's see, I played a warlock before, which is probably, out of the 3 classes, I would say is the most interesting looking. Obviously, I've only got to level 2, so I don't have a clue, you know, what kind of powers and stuff he's going to end up with, really, but so we got a warlock, we got as a hunter, and we got as just a plain titan. So I'm guessing like the titan is kind of like your warrior class, possible tank type class. Hunter seems more of a long range DPS kind of guy. That's at least how it is in World of Warcraft and things like that. Then of course the warlock is the long range mage kind of guy. Since I already have a warlock, it's gonna be either titan or hunter. Flaming pistol sounds kind of nice. Smashing the ground. Alright, we'll pick Titan. Whoa, you kind of gave me a... Yeah, we want to play a male, but my warlock guy was Exo, whatever Exo is. Yeah, one of those things. I guess for a Titan, you probably want to be either human or awoken, whatever awoken is. He kind of looks undead like that. But hey, I like to be unusual when I make characters. Weird story. Whenever I would play like the Tony Hawk games, for some weird reason, ever since the very first game I played of the Tony Hawk series, I just, on a complete whim, made my character like really blue, like dark blue skin with a red mohawk. And every other Tony Hawk game I ever played, I always tried to recreate that character just because he looks so unusual. Face. I don't really care specifically what kind of face he has. That looks a little too rough for me, I think. Kind of thinking maybe this one down here. Now, skin tone, color, whatever, they're all still light. Oh, that's pretty freaky. Come on, we want our guy to look as unusual as possible. Come on. If only there's a few more choices in skin color. Well, that one kind of looks the most human. He looks like a vampire human or something, but still. So I'm gonna make him this, I think. That's the most unique of the colors. As for lip color, I don't know. That just looks kind of dumb. What about pure black? No, that looks too goth. Pure white? No, that... He looks like he's got ugly lipstick on or something. Just... Yeah, whatever. Eye color. Well, since he's already purplish, we want him to have a more dark color. I don't think that blends quite well. Green? No, that's too close to his face color. Sure. Alright, we got his race, we got his face. Now for his hairstyle. Could make him a kind of punk rocker. Is there a way I can rotate him? No. Ah. That looks kind of weird. Now, I don't get hairstyles like this that completely covers one eye. Unless you're like blind in that eye, why would you want to cover up one of your eyes? It just I never understood that. Why some people do that. If only there was a huge like afro style. Is this? That's certainly unusual. I might go with that. No, we'll go with this one. Yeah. Now for hair color. That's fairly unusual. About greenish. Ugh. He looks a little bit like Captain Planet. That's scary. Yeah, that'll drive fear into my enemies. He looks like Captain Planet's ugly cousin. Now for markings. I kind of like that one. What about this color? Well, that one doesn't blend well. Yeah, there we go. That's fairly unique looking guy. I wish it had more options. Maybe in the actual game, since this is only the beta, maybe in a full game they'll actually have some more options that customize your guy. Maybe you can rotate to see what the back of his head looks like. Be kind of nice, or you know, change things like height and weight. You know, like do more like Mass Effect. How you could really do some good changes to Shepard in Mass Effect. Story about that, when the first time I played Mass Effect, I really did a stupid job making Commander Shepard, and about halfway through the first game I was like, you know, I think he looks really dumb, and I lost all interest in playing and had to restart because I just couldn't take the Shepard I'd made seriously enough, just because I made him look too stupid for such a serious kind of character. So I ended up going with the default Shepard. Alright, well, this is my guy. Hopefully the time I was making this gave YouTube enough time to tell people I'm actually streaming this. Alright, let's finish up. Activision, nice, and Bungie combined. You don't see that very often, if ever, actually. I don't think Bungie and Activision have ever teamed up on a project before. I might have to change my screen settings because I don't remember it being widescreen here like this. Okay, that's unusual. Pretty sure our satellites would have picked that up around Mars before we would actually land there.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles. We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our destiny to walk in the light of other stars. But the Traveler had an enemy, a darkness which had hunted it for eons across the black gulfs of space. Centuries after our golden age began, this darkness found us. And that was the end of everything.
Oh, that's a short game.
But it was also a beginning.
Okay then. So this traveler created the means to sustain life on Mercury and Venus and Mars? That's a hell of a feat. Did you know it actually rains diamonds on Venus? Yeah, actual diamonds rain from the skies. But the atmosphere is so chaotic over there that there's no way we'd be able to land, at least not with current technology. So good luck getting those diamonds anytime soon.
Is it possible? There you are.
Okay, a talking weird robot thing.
Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian. It worked. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost. And you, well, you've been dead a long time. So you're gonna see a lot of things you won't understand. This is fallen territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city. Hold still.
What are you doing
Don't worry,
to me?
I'm still with you. We need to move. Fast.
We won't survive long out in the open like this. Let's get inside the walls.
Okay, so apparently some kind of robotic ghost somehow revived me from the dead that I've apparently been here for a very long time. Why I died in apparently a junkyard, I have no idea. But, I can jump, I can crouch, and I've got a melee.
I didn't bring you back just for you to die again. We have to move.
Come on, dude, I just came back from the dead. Give me some time to get used to walking around and stuff. I should mention this is the PlayStation 3 version, but I did actually, I
You
ordered
can hear
the...
me, right? We are going to die out here.
Yes, I know
I
that.
need you to trust me on this. We'll be safer inside.
I was trying to explain to the viewers what's going on here. This is the PS3 version I'm playing, but I'm actually getting the Destiny PS4 bundle, so when I actually get the actual game, it'll be the PS4 version. So, yeah, just thought I'd quickly mention that. Can I... What's in here?
Okay, I need to find you a weapon before the Fallen find us.
Yeah, that would be good.
Quiet. They're right above us.
So let's just run down this corridor full speed then.
Hang tight. Fallen thrive in the dark. We won't. We need more light. I'll see what I can do. Another one of these hardened military systems, and a few centuries of entropy working against freedom.
It's a robotic Tinkerbell.
They're coming for us.
Well, gee, maybe it's because you
I
turned
found a
on the
rifle.
lights
Grab it.
and alerted us, or alerted them to our presence. There we go. Got us a gun.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
Yeah. You pull the trigger. You want me to go this way?
Watch for motion on the tracker.
Yeah, that little, I want to call it a map in the upper left corner. But it's not exactly a map. It's, or mini map. It's kind of, but, well. Anyway, it feels to me so far that this game plays kind of like, whoa. Plays kind of like Borderlands, actually. That white bar is my, I guess, my shield or health bar or whatever. I know there's a lot of loot to collect and equipment, level up and stuff, so it's not quite, it's nothing like Call of Duty or whatever, or even Halo. It has some similarities, of course. Wait, what? Alright. I know there's more guys around here. Whoa. Got like homing shots on me.
There's more ahead. Keep it up.
I think I can hear them. Why I can't loot their guns, I don't know. I can only take ammo from them. So, this way. I feel like the aiming reticle is a little bit too slow. I wish it would go just slightly
Loot cache.
faster.
Let's see what's inside.
Ooh, treasure chest. Shiny chest. Okay. Shotgun.
Trip mines! Don't touch them.
Okie doke. This shotgun kind of sucks. Doesn't have very good range. Whoa. Come on, get back here. Careful. Come on. That's a good alien. Yeah. You know, if you're gonna booby trap the place with mines, you might want to booby trap the other side, you know? So we don't just walk around and completely ignore your trap. Silly alien creatures. Oh, now. Still see. Is that all of them? What's up this way? Nothing? Oh, just a way back up there, huh? Whoa. Ah! Ah! Ow! Bunch of meanies. Yeah. Just come back from the dead, and here I'm having to fight for my life.
The Fallen have a tighter hold on this place than I thought. Just a little bit further. Let's hope there's something left out there.
Yeah, so apparently this is Russia. Sometime in the far future. Vladimir Putin must have really screwed up to let Russia fall to this. Do. You know, that's probably like sewer water I'm walking in. Might want to go take a bath once you get out of here. Get some food, that kind of
This
stuff.
was an old cosmodrome. There's got to be something we can fly out of here.
Alrighty then. Ah!
Incoming!
Whoa. Okay.
Fallen ships! This close to the surface! Move!
Can I drive the tank? Because that would be nice. Hey, Nintendog, how you doing, man? First stream in a while. Playing Destiny. I guess this tank seems like it's had better days. Kind of rusted. Also, I'm kind of amazed I'm nimble enough to stand on the edge of a... First this recoil. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Can't die. No dying. One down. Stand still. Got him. Man, I'm still not leveled up, huh? Could have sworn when I first played through this area I was level 2 by this point. Maybe I missed a guy or something for... Then again, I played as a warlock and now I'm playing as a titan, so there might be slight experience differences. Come on. You know, screw this. I'm gonna melee this sucker. Punch to the face. Ah, ah. Well, all I have right now is this or a shotgun. They haven't given me any more weapons. I just started the game like 10-15 minutes ago. So I'm still level 1 and I've only got a shotgun and a rifle. Ah! Oh yay, level
I'm picking
2.
up signs of an old jump ship. Could be our ticket out of here.
Upgrade unlocked. Yay, finally. Reload the shotgun. Was it start that did it? Yeah, so here's your menu screen. You can see I've got stats and I've got different types of gear, equipment. I'm assuming you either buy new equipment in shops or you win them off of enemies or chests or whatever. Kind of like Borderlands in terms of gear, except, you know, you have a lot more options in terms of types of like armor and stuff you're wearing. With Borderlands, most of the gear was just weaponry. Then of course here's my 2 weapons. I kind of wish you had numbers instead of bars for the little things like rate of fire. That way, like if something's really close, you could tell if it's something's just slightly better. But that's alright. Then we've got a few things locked. So here. Level up. So apparently these are all the things I get, and I've only got access to this first one. Flashbang grenade. You know, that's different from what I got as my my warlock. I got some kind of like mini black hole grenade. So I guess it's, you know, that's one of the differences between the classes. I never got past level 2 of my warlock, so I don't know any of the other stuff. Lift, huh? That sounds like a Mass Effect move. Fist of Havoc, Storm Fist. Yeah, lots of stuff here. Alright. The shotgun's powerful, but it has a really terrible range, so I'm going to stick with the rifle until I get something better. And one interesting thing is, unlike all the other first-person shooter games I can think of, even Borderlands, you have unlimited grenades, except there's a cooldown. You have to wait like so many seconds before you can throw another grenade. I'm guessing maybe as you level up you can get stuff that can reduce that cooldown, because as it is now it's something like 30 seconds. These are the kind of games where I like to just sometimes spend hours just exploring every nook and cranny, because you never know when like the game developers might decide to hide some kind of hidden intel or something in one of these places. You know, the warlock, you see how I'm just doing a jab with my fist? Warlock creates like a ball of energy around his fist to shoot. Here. Eat grenades, sucker! One thing I'll say about this grenade is it has better range than the Warlock one. But the Warlock one lasts longer, like it creates a gravity well or something. Man, I wish I could get their weapons. You guys remind me of those grunts from the Halo games. Actually, isn't that their name? Their name is Grunt? Something like that.
There's a ship. Clear him out.
Whoa, that guy's got a shield. Ow. Where'd he go? There you are. No, those are dregs. Whoa, no, bad. What? Ah! Did I get you? No, I didn't. Crap. The guy takes a lot of abuse. You dead? Did I get him? Not good, not good. Retreat! Retreat! Where are you? Oh crap, he can teleport too. Wow. That guy was a
Let me
challenge.
see if I can get us out of here.
Oh, cutscene, huh? So, there's my character.
It's been here a while. Hasn't made a jump in centuries. We're lucky the Fallen haven't completely picked it clean.
Will it fly?
I can make it work. Okay, it's not going to break orbit. It just might get us to the city. Now, about that trans man.
Wow,
Bringing
that
you
guy
in.
looks... Dude, I could
Come back
totally
for them
take
when you're
those
ready.
guys.
Let's get you home.
Home? My home's not in Russia? So, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Okay. There we go. So apparently that was like a mission, and after each mission you get one of these reward screens that tells you how well you did and stuff. 54 kills, wow, that was a lot of guys. I did better than the first time I played with my Warlock. I think I only got like 14 or 15 precise kills with him. So, yay. Fire team leader. So yeah, this is kind of like an MMO game where you can join up with like other people and form parties and raids. And speaking of that, I got a phone call, so I'll be back in just a couple minutes. So hang on. Okay, phone call's done. So yeah, I'd like to know what this lift is. So let's go ahead and continue, and this is as far as I've played. I have not played beyond the very next cutscene, so from this point on it's all completely blind to me. Arcadia class jump ship, huh? Let me readjust this. It would be awesome if you could actually fly this manually. Please let that be a feature, Bungie. Come on, I love flying airships or whatever.
Welcome to the last safe city on Earth. The only place the Traveler can still protect. It took centuries to build. Now, we're counting every day it stands. And this tower is where the Guardians live.
Come on, loading screen. Come on. Yeah, from what I could tell, this is going to be the main like hub area. Ah, come on, you stupid loading screen. This is a very, very long loading screen. You've got to fix that, Bungie. I know you're in beta. I know there's like a ton of people playing this game online right now, and that could be slowing them down somewhat. Come on, you're almost there, game. I believe in you.
Xenobiological materials.
There we go. Finally. Commander Zavala Titans
Confirmed and
Tower.
acknowledged.
Okay, so if you missed the beginning of my stream when I was creating my character or whatever, I tried to make him as unusual looking as possible, and he kind of ended up looking a little bit like Captain Planet's ugly cousin. So, or he's a mix between Captain Planet and the Joker. You could say that. I just like making unique, unusual looking characters often in games. View map. Okay.
How about this, Titan?
You are here. That's cool. I like how they did the map. You have to actually go up to a place with a map. You're not like carrying one on you. Kind of like how it would be if you're like in a big mall. You have to walk up to this little maps somewhere and they tell you you are here. It feels a little more realistic that way.
Be well, Guardian.
And as you can see right there's an actual person playing the game. This is a completely online game. You have to be online to play it. So yeah, there's an actual person. He's just looking at the view, I guess, or maybe he's AFK or something. As far as I know, I don't have any way to like zoom in other than yeah, PKKs. Well, I guess you've been have you been watching Sword Art Online? Cause Cryptarch, what? Who are you? Okay, so this is the currency, Glimmer, whatever the hell that means. This is Vanguard marks and Crucible marks. Cryptic engram. What the hell? Well, I don't have enough money for it anyway, but yeah. I guess technically what I should do is just follow the marker on the screen.
Great Pyramid, 755 feet to a side, 36,506 inches, less than a tenth of a degree from true north.
Okay. Access vault. So this is like a guild bank, is it? Like in World of Warcraft? Nice. Wait, you can have different types of general stuff and weapons. What kind of general stuff? You mean like, I don't know, salt? Or
Hi, Guardian.
Postmaster?
Guardian?
You have no messages. Wow, that's a cool looking robot thing. I like it. Very, very unique. One thing you can definitely say about Bungie is they are very creative with the way they create characters and stuff. You know, looking at the Halo series and stuff. I've always liked their artwork and art style. Bounty tracker. Yes. Win 3 Crucible match. So that's a PvP thing, I guess. Claim victory in the fires of the Crucible. Wow, that's a lot of experience, but I gotta be level 6 to even take it. So yeah, obviously I can't do anything like that yet.
The Vanguard Council is in session.
I don't know how the online servers are, if they just randomly stick you on servers or what, but you would think, of course this is just a beta, and the beta just started, so I imagine when the actual game comes out, there'll be way more people, you know, just wandering around here than what there are. Let's go upstairs. I like to explore, so, you know, maybe I'm not going to go right where I need to be. I just want to see what all's around. Hope you guys watching don't mind. I just take kind of a detour. You know, I have a really stupid idea. I am curious enough to know what happens if I jump to my death. So, I regret nothing! Waiting to revive. Oh. Okay. Death is meaningless in this world, apparently. Hooray! Did I don't know, lose any money or anything? Thank God it's not like World of Warcraft where not only does your equipment degrade, but you have to run back to your corpse from the graveyard. Because, you know, my corpse being way down there, that would really suck. Alright, I was up here. I was contemplating if it was worth jumping over there, but I don't see anything over there, so I don't think so. I wonder if they have platforming puzzles for like secret bonus items and stuff, like where you gotta do really difficult jumps. They did that in Guild Wars. Wait, activate what? Wait, fan? There's a fan? Okay. What does this do? Activate. Come on. Okay. I don't understand, but whatever. Let's move on. Very pretty graphics. And I can't wait to get the PS4 version because it'll look even better. Okay, we already seen the bounty hunter guy. We haven't gone down there yet.
Should upgrade that coil. Never enough time.
I need a better gun, but I'm guessing I can't afford anything, can I? Requires level 4. Yeah, that's definitely an upgrade. A hand cannon? You mean kind of like the thing RoboCop uses? Because that thing is freaking badass. Except RoboCop has more than 6 shots in his magazine. Pretty darn sure. We got a fusion rifle. Fusion rifle, huh? Sounds interesting. Sniper. Shotgun. Scout rifle. And they're using the same color code as Borderlands and World of Warcraft, where green is rare or uncommon, whatever. Then it goes to blue, then purple, then orange. So that's nice. I like when they all use the same rules, because you know, you automatically understand that, hey, green items are rarer than white items. You don't have to read a tutorial about it because you've played World of Warcraft. What's over here? I get the feeling I'm not supposed to be here. Pick one of those up. Come on. That looks really nice. I want one. Just reach out and grab it. There's nobody here, man. Nobody can see this unless there's hidden cameras. But he's been dead for like 100 years, so how would he know if there's hidden cameras or not? Oops. Hit my mic there. I came into this knowing nothing about Destiny other than just what I saw in the E3 footage. So far, like I said, this is completely blind. I'm really liking it. I can't wait to get it when it comes out in September with my white PS4 and all that stuff. Wait, what? I saw something pop up. What was it? View map. Oh, I don't need that. I wonder if I take fall damage. I should find some place high enough up to where I can jump and test whether or not I take fall damage. I sure can jump pretty high. Wait, what's that?
Must prepare.
Dead orbit, what? Is that armor or something?
We need your support, Guardian.
Dude, you look messed up. Are you... He kind of looks like a mix between Dracula and Professor Snape. Emblems, huh? The hell? I don't get it. Do I need to do PvP or something to get these? I think emblems might be like your symbol, maybe? And these are PvP weapons. Wow, look at that attack power for level 20. And I have no idea how high your levels goes, either in the beta or in the actual game. Crucible armor. So this is for people obsessed with PvP, and there are quite a few people, at least in like World of Warcraft, you find entire guilds and stuff of people who do nothing but PvP, and I know some of those people.
Not long now.
I've never been too much into PvP. I've casually I'd gone into like battlegrounds and stuff, but I've never done much like arena stuff in World of Warcraft.
Traveler still doesn't stir.
You gotta be extremely competitive to be effective at PvP in World of Warcraft.
Here to serve.
Vanguard Quartermaster. Ooh. Do I get rep like in WoW? Like I need high enough rep to buy your stuff? Or Vanguard rank 2. Okay, I know what Crucible is. That's the PvP, but what's the Vanguard? Is that cooperation maybe? Like co-op for dungeons or raids or whatever? Like you get points for that? Is it like Valor points in World of Warcraft? And I keep comparing this to World of Warcraft, I know. Vehicles. Ooh, wow. Vehicles, huh? You have durability on... So what, if your vehicle gets destroyed, you're just totally screwed and you have to go buy a new one, or can you repair it? I'm guessing you can repair it, but that's definite change. And like from World of Warcraft and stuff, when you buy your mounts and stuff, your mount doesn't take damage. That would suck. Spin metal, what? Well,
The armory is always
okay. This kind of reminds me a bit of the Citadel in Mass Effect. Except we're outside.
So we do this to promote excellence. As you know.
Got some schematics, if you're looking for new wings.
Shipwright? You mean I can pilot a ship?
Looking for a new set of wings?
Yes. Ship blueprint. Ooh. Oh man, please let us like have ship battles, that would be so awesome. Phaeton class. Obviously, it's going to be a long while before I can afford these, but now I definitely have something to look forward to because I love flying ships in games.
Stand by. Updating hunter profiles.
Alright, did I look over here yet? Because I don't think so.
You have to fight for it.
Failure or future ward call. Huh.
Good to see you.
Dude, is that a mask? That's an awesome mask. Okay, emblems and crucible. Nah.
We'll be here.
Hear those storms last night, Guardian?
Hey, what's up, guys? Mind if I just kind of stand here on the couch next to you?
Wrong?
Mind if I just jump on you?
I was there when
No.
the House of Devils burned.
I think the guys in the beta, they need to fix this. You shouldn't be able to phase through NPCs.
Did you forget something, Guardian?
Oh god, that's a bad angle. Yeah, let's not. Yeah, let's not phase our crotch through the guy's face.
Darkness. Back on the wall.
You know, you gotta expect some bugs. It is just an early beta, and they only started yesterday. At least the open beta. I think they had closed ones a little while earlier. But
It's all safe out there?
Geronimo,
The new monarchy claimed it. We need it.
you know, I hope somebody sends feedback and says, hey, don't allow your character to clip through NPCs.
At your service, Guardian.
Wait, I've already been here. Was there anywhere else here I missed? Let's see, I checked that out. Have I gone down here?
Towers busy this morning.
What is this? Some kind of computer terminal? Where's the guy gotta go to get some food around here? I mean, he just woke up from the dead, had to fight a bunch of guys to get here. I'm sure he's gotta be hungry. Alright, let's get out of this dank hole area.
The Titan among us. What an honor.
Wait, I'm closing in on where I need to go. Well, this is where I went. I see, they're giving me waypoints. That's kind of them. That way, you know, because in some games your waypoint will appear like that, except it's like thousands of yards away, and you have to go all the way around buildings and all kinds of other crap to get to it. But waypoints make it much nicer. Can I get in there? Is that a person that was flying that, like an actual character, or is that an NPC? Would they object if I just jumped on it? Oh. Must be a hologram. Who the heck would play such a cruel trick to create a holographic aircraft? I mean, come on. You're not fooling anybody. Stupid holograms.
Erd Bertandi. Skald.
It's the little things in life that make things worthwhile. You know, like phasing through a holographic aircraft to your death. But I've already been this way. I guess I'll just follow the marker. I'll follow your advice, game. Show me what this person is going to do for me. I can't. I have to go underground somehow. Ah, this is how. At least it's fairly peaceful here.
Let me see what they've got.
Another crucible guy.
ID.
Another crucible. Can you tell me what crucibles are? Warlock Vanguard. That's a hell of a view. Just admiring the scenery. How's it going, Mr. Robot Guy? What you doing there? I can't tell what's on that screen.
Come on, baby. Strike and break yourself.
What's the purpose of this? Is this decoration? Looks nice. Alright, let's stop screwing around. That's the hunter guy. Okay, dude. What do you got for me? Welcome to the fight. Okay. Titan's field issue equipment. Provisions for newborn guardians. Okay.
Make good use of it.
So I got scout mail. Okay, can't buy any of these yet. I'm not high enough level. Obviously, I can't get that for a while. Ooh, emblems? No, it gotta be a Vanguard. Stock refresh? What's a... Oh, I get it. It's like in Borderlands, how after a certain period of time they get different items in their store. That's cool. I like that feature. I keep talking about either Borderlands or World of Warcraft.
So back to the front, Guardian.
So to equip the armor, press start. Well, yeah, start. Move to the indicated armor slot, press X. That'd be this. Okay, so I'm going from 18 to 22 defense. And check out our character first. Okay, that's how he looks now. Yeah, he does look different. So that's good. You can pimp your character out with the right kind of equipment, make him look really badass. Of course, I'm sure some equipment is like super powerful and just looks ugly as hell. That's how it is with all kinds of games like this. Alright, well. We got us new equipment. Tower gun. Wasn't I already there? See, all of a sudden going to start selling me stuff I can afford.
Yes.
By the way, can I fire my weapon? No, I can't. I can't even melee people.
Have you seen a defective?
Even though I can pass right through them. That's weird. To the gunsmith. me something. Choose a weapon. Ooh, nice. I get to pick an auto rifle, a pulse rifle. Ooh, might pick that. Scout rifle or a hand cannon. They all have 23, but they have different stats. This one has a terrible rate of fire. Everything else is fairly good. What do I want better? What's more important? A good rate of fire or good other stuff? That doesn't have a good rate of fire, but it has 21 shells. I don't know. I gotta go with the pulse rifle, I think. Give me.
Kinda heavy, but powerful.
Okay, so what's this? Replenish ammunition. Oh, I don't think I need ammo.
Keep us safe.
Yes, yes. Let's equip our gun. 20 to 23. Thank you.
What's the name of that officer?
Return to the shipwright to check on your ship.
And so little.
Okay.
Our rifle jammed. And gone.
Was the shipwright the guy that was selling ships, or is that somebody else?
Confirmed and acknowledged.
You're up there, eh?
Here to serve the Vanguard.
Can I just get up there?
Affirmative. From Commander Zavala. File
Hooray
from
for shortcuts!
That'll change everything.
Give me a ship or something. Take these for your journeys beyond. Service. This jump ship is in much better shape than when it arrived. Well, thanks for fixing my ship. I hope I don't clip right through it.
That's a great set of wings.
Stolen armory item.
Okay, now what, game? Hello, game? You're not giving me a green marker telling me exactly where to go. That's unlike you, game.
We were born for war. But what makes you think humans are any different?
Oh, there you go. Go to orbit. Finish in a tower. Press. What is that button? Select. And hold. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Okay, so we're in orbit now. Set destination. Alright. So, tower was where we were. They want me to go back to Russia? Really? Oh, come on, I've already been to Russia. It's hard to tell from that image of Earth if that's really Russia. I kinda guess so. Alright, let's go back to Russia. Why not? What is this? Level 2 story. Huh. If I actually knew people on the PS3, I would invite two more people to play with me, but sadly, I've only got one guy on my friends list, and I don't really know him. So, alright. I can change the difficulty? Well, I don't see why, but it's nice to know if you ever need to. Alright, let's do it. Come on. There you go.
There's so little left out here. We were lucky to even find this ship. A Guardian can't do much to protect the city with that one. But it needs a warp drive if we ever hope to fight beyond Earth. And that Cosmodrome is the only place I know where we might still find one. We survived the Fallen once. We can do it again.
Okie doke. You don't explain why I'm a Guardian or why I care, but okay.
A Guardian ship was recently shot down here. If the Fallen haven't gotten to it, there might be parts we can salvage.
Press select to see your current objective. Well, I can see the current objective right there. Recon the crash site. Fine. Ooh, that little glowy guy. Unable to summon? What can I summon? People, maybe? Summon Bahamut to come wreck some crap. Why can't I see my reflection? I can see my legs. I can kinda see my shadow. It's murky water. The minimap thing has an arrow that tells me to go that way. And so, because of that, I'm gonna go the other way. Oh god. Wow. I think I made the right choice in rifle. No. Back here. Alright, let's melee this sucker. Punch to the face. Now, teabag. Well, actually, you gotta. There we go. Take that. For no particular reason. What? Ah. More of you, huh? Ah. Oh, that was fun. Now what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oops, wrong button. Aha. No. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Ah. Where are you freaks? What the hell? Okay, dude. I know you're there. Got him. Take that. Do these guys just randomly spawn or what? Because I could have sworn I cleared this corner out. Maybe they came from around, I just didn't see them. There you guys are. Haha. Ooh, bad, 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 bad. Not good. Not good. Come on, heal. Thank you. Oops. That was my mistake. Did I get them all? Am I supposed to be here? Okay. Maybe this is where half those guys were hiding? Wait, what the? What's that? Oh, that was the waypoint marker, wasn't it? I was like, what the heck? I heard other players can just randomly come in and, like, you know, they can just be roaming around these missions or whatever, but so far I haven't seen anything like that. God, this thing is hard to aim. Ha ha ha. Could have gone a little bit better. What's this? Deploy ghost? What are you doing?
The ship's avionics are completely catatonic, but I can call their last transmission. They managed to restore an information hub here, down in the tunnels below. We should check it out.
Oh joy, going underground, huh? Oh, that was a nice shot. Ow. What the hell just shot me? Oh, what? Oh. die, don't die. Whoa. Oh yeah? Two can play the punching game, sucker. Ah! Wrong button. Yeah, I don't know if these guys are just respawning or if they're new guys that are meant to be here at this point, or... Then again, I guess you're meant to be here with like 2 other people, maybe? Okay, it was this way I think I was going. Let's follow the arrow, maybe? Yes. Like, hey, you moron, you're supposed to go this way. Whoa, what? Oh. Well, that's rude. Can't throw a grenade yet.
What is that?
What? What? Not good. I have a feeling something really bad is happening right behind me. Oh, it's this place. How do I get up there? Where are these people to defend? Oh. That's where. You can't expect me to fight that ship, can ya?
Alright, here we go.
Ah! Ha ha ha! No! Dying now. There's a ton of guys. Bad, bad, bad. Not cool, man. Oh, there's no way I'm gonna make this. Maybe this is meant for a higher level? Or more people?
Almost done. Keep it up.
Finally. Haha. Too many guys. Come on, heal. Where are you bastards? New Grimoire card acquired. What? Oh no. I'm out of time.
We've got a lot of work to do if we ever try that again.
Oh gee, thanks a lot, game. You just insult me because I can't take down 50 guys in like 2 minutes or something. guys, man. This gun just kills them too slow. Can I? Yes, I can. Grenade! Take that. I don't know why punching them in the face is more effective than shooting them in the face, but okay. Oh. Can I actually attack that thing? Yeah, you better run. Alright. Wait, you want me to go in the building? You want me to go down here where I was before, huh? Oh, did I miss this the first time? I must have. I'm getting a message. I hit at least something with that grenade. Come here. Two can punch, you know.
Map of the entire area.
Oh, really? Well, once I make sure there's nothing else here. Yeah, alright. Let's go get this map that he's talking about. Boy Ghost.
What we really need to find is a warp drive, so we can jump to any planet or moon. Our only hope is where we found our ship. We have to go back.
Are you serious? Go back to the ship. Alright, fine. Oh, there's probably 50 guys that's respawned out there by now, you know. And I'm still only level 2. What? It's dark in here. I need to brighten my screen or something. Oh, more guys, huh? Did I get them all? Let's get the heck out of here. Dang it. Oh, I'm so close to a level up. I have a feeling going down there equals death, so let's not do that. Let's go this way instead, shall we? Yeah, the AI is a little lacking, but you gotta remember, A, this is still the beginning of the game, and B, this is a beta. Treasure chest. What the hell? That's some new equipment. Gate watch. Okay, from 13 to 18. I'll take that.
Scanning for the warp drive. Bad news. It's already in fallen hands.
Ah, for crying out loud.